You must be wondering why homeschooling your child will make you a bad parent, right? Indeed, it is. There is a lot of disadvantages in homeschooling your child that you might not know. So, I am here to enlighten to my audience about why homeschooling could be harmful to children. Hello, everyone. I am Daniel, and today I will talk about why homeschooling is harmful to children. For your information, I have done a lot of research regarding this topic, and I acknowledge that I have everything that I need in explaining to my audience. The main points that I will talk about are lack of socialization, not competitive, and lack of communication skills. Okay, without further ado, let us jump into the first main point of the speech. First, lack of socialization. The sub-points that I will talk about are how that could affect your children and the effect to children. Okay, how that could affect children. One of the first questions a parent likely to receive when she states her child is homeschooled is, does your child get enough socialization? This is a valid concern when a child is taught solely by their parents in their own home and without exposure to other children on a daily basis. Based on a research regarding socialization and personal accounts of homeschool children do not obtain adequate socialization when they are restricted to only being schooled at home. In essence, socialization is the ability to interact with the outside world. Each of these debate believes that their method is the best way to obtain the skills to effectively socialize and interact with the outside world. However, there are differences center around what qualifies as socialization and the way in which these skills are obtained. Socialization is defined as the process by which a human being beginning at infancy acquires the habits, beliefs, and accumulated knowledge of society and training for adult status. Okay, the effect to children. Homeschool children that have entered the real world recognize the difficulties with the version of socialization they receive and accept that they are deficiencies. The homeschool children can be active, involved, and productive people, but there is greatly difficulty when they leave homeschooling and attempt to merge with the mainstream culture. Homeschool children have trouble when they actually have social problems with friends in the real world because they never had the opportunity to practice with these types of issues. The reality is that the mainstream culture they are entering is filled with those who were not homeschooled. As a result, homeschool children must learn to interact with these other individuals, which can prove difficulty when they have not had the opportunity to form close friendship and have been cut off from their peers. To sum up, these points refer on how that could affect children and the effect to children. Okay, next, we will go to the second main point of the speech. Not competitive. They might not be competitive in real life. So what is the importance of competing? Competition often breeds achievement, and homeschool children are generally not provided with competitive opportunities. Traditional schooling fixtures such as team sports, spelling bees, and school play tryouts all encourage your child to do their very best. These things give children something to strive for and to uncover natural aptitudes that might go untapped in homeschool environment. Competition teaches about goal settings, creating and setting goals is an important part of being in any competitive landscape. Goals created for competition contribute to building persistence and determination as individuals increase their challenges and develop a mindset focus for success. While your child can still seek non-scholastic themes and other competitive hobbies, this generally prior interest in a topic. The school system, on the other hand, naturally provides several competitive parts for children to try without provocation. So these are the description on the importance of competing. Lastly, we will move to the third main point of speech, which is lack of communication skills. We will be discussing about how homeschool children could affect their communication skills. Being able to communicate effectively is one of the most important skills in life to learn. Communication is defined as transferring information to produce greater understanding. It can be done vocally through verbal exchanges, through written media such as books, websites, and magazines, or visually using graphs, charts, and maps, or maybe non-verbally, body language, gestures, pitch of voice, and tone. All of these means of communication are essential soft skills that are vital for a successful career. Children that being homeschooled tend to have less interaction with other students because of their environment. They are surrounded with staff and their parents at home rather than the classroom environment. They have no real life discussion to make and communicate face to face with each other. They are not exposed to this kind of things. They will never know how to encounter a rejection or disagreement from other children as they never experienced that. This shows that homeschooling can affect the children's communication skills. Unfortunately, we have reached the end of the speech. Now, for the closing and the conclusion. To sum up, homeschooling is harmful to children based on lack of communication skills, not competitive, and lack of socialization. Let us think for a minute. What would happen to our children's future if we still think that homeschooling would be a great idea to teach our children? Our children would be facing some major problems in the future because of our selfish thinking. I know that we all love our children so much and we always want the best for them, but sometimes we have to let them go for their own goods.